Hey guys, I'm out here at the range today to test out the Kraken build. So I'm out here at the range today. Gonna test out the Kraken build. Got the Kraken, which Swampfox was kind enough to send me this out. You guys know I have a lot of Swampfox stuff. They actually sent me the Justice and the Ironsides, which is on the Scorpion, which I still gotta do a video on, and they sent me the Kraken. Other than that, I've bought every bit of Swampfox that I have. Most of it with a pretty good discount, but I've bought every bit of it that I have except for those two things. So thanks to those guys for sending this out. We're going to get this sighted in, get the test rounds through this build here, make sure everything's good to go, and then this one will get carried. So let's get some rounds downrange. So right now I'm at 10 yards. We're running Buffalo Cartridge Company 115 grain that I had here. I had a lot of problems with this in the P80 mags, so we're going to see if it works a little better. Glock mags, I've got some Magpul mags back there, or if it's the ammo. So if I do end up having problems with this, it's probably the ammo, because I've switched out of the P80 mags. Alright, I think I'm mostly there. I gotta be honest with you guys, this stuff is all over the place, and it feels inconsistent shot to shot. So I think a lot of it has to do with the ammo. Unfortunately, that's the situation we're in right now, is you take what you can get. So I can get it dialed in here as good as I can. Make sure it just runs. Here I've got some S&B left over. This stuff is usually decent, a little dirty, but it's usually pretty consistent. So we got the S&B here in the Magpul mags. See if that's still sighted in. That definitely felt a little more consistent. I've got 4 more mags of this. Just gonna make sure they run through here, don't have any problems, and we'll go over everything that's in here. Now here I've got the Strike Industries. I think this is the EMP mag extension. This is the polymer one. You can get them for like 20 bucks. Fit Glock mags only. Can't put them on polymer E mags. Not gonna do you any good on Magpul mags. So see how that runs in here. let's go over what we've got here with the Kraken. Obviously, we've got the Kraken enclosed emitter up here on it from Swampfox. This is their first foray into an enclosed emitter outside of, you know, a rifle optic. And there's no getting around it. They're big. But they're big because they're an enclosed emitter. So, any of them that you get out there, the Acro, the Steiner, I think Sightmark is coming out with one, or just came out with one. They're all going to be big because everything is enclosed in it. So you definitely got a much larger footprint on here than you would with just one of the Liberties on here, or even the Justice. It's definitely a bigger footprint. But they're designed to withstand anything. You're able to wipe them off if you get dirt or mud or sand or anything on them. It's not going to block your emitter. You're not going to lose your red dot if it gets dirty. Just wipe off the glass and you're good to go. Now, like I said, I've got a lot of Swampfox stuff. I've bought everything but 2 of the red dots that I have. One of them is Kraken, one of them is the Justice that's on the Scorpion. So I like their stuff. It's all run fine for me. I haven't had any problems with any of it. I definitely trust the stuff. The Liberty with the iron sides is on my EDC. This one will get carried once in a while. I've got others in there with Swampfox on them that are going to get carried once in a while. So Swampfox is definitely good to go in my book. Now, as for the pistol itself here, we've got the Grey Ghost Precision frame here. I really like these frames. Every one that I've had here so far has worked perfectly, unlike, you know, a certain company that begins with P and ends with 80. Even the serialized ones there didn't work. The Grey Ghost, whatever they're doing, whether it's the rear rails or something else in here, they've got it figured out. Theirs run. They also have fantastic sales, so check them out if you want to build something. I bought the completed slide from Palmetto State Armory. It was the SW4 or SW5. It's one of those two. I really liked it. I really liked having those aggressive cuts on it. I think it looked really good, especially considering that they also released the fluted and threaded copper barrels on there for the daggers. So these are cheap as far as barrels go. The slide, the only option they had when I bought it was completed, so I got it with the barrel in there and then immediately changed out the barrel. I would have bought it stripped, but at the time all they had was a completed slide. So I think that fluted threaded copper barrel in there looks fantastic with these aggressive cuts on it, and that's what I was looking for on this one. Got a back plate here, and I've also got a magazine with a base pad on it that are the American flag on there, cut out of pure copper. Got those from Angry Owl Engraving, I think it was. Found them on eBay. They had a bunch of stuff, a bunch of patterns that he's doing to do that. The mag release here was Thrash Tactical. Found them online to get the copper on there. He's not doing a ton of stuff. He's doing mag releases, and I think back plates is all he's doing there. But he did have them in other stuff besides the copper. The trigger on this is a Ranger Proof Gear trigger shoe, and then I put a Cross Armory bar on it and did all the Cross Armory internals on it, except for the NDZ copper pins, slide release, and slide stop here. Then out here on the front, we got a brand new release from HB Industries. It's their comp. They're doing them in black and tin right now, so I got one of each. I put this one on, the black one on here. I've got the tin on the P320 that I'm also going to do a review on here. I think it felt pretty good as far as shooting it. Did seem to keep it pretty flat out there. Again, for me, it's all feel. I don't have the scientific equipment out here to lock it in and then see how much muzzle rise it has without it and how much it's reduced with it. So to me, it's feel. It felt like it shot flatter with this on here than it did without a compensator on it. It ran fine with this compensator on it. I know with my Zev comp that I put on another build, I did have to tune the guide rod on that one a little bit to get that to run. Same thing with the Tyrant T comp that I put on the G17. As far as trigger pull on this one, again, this was just the shoe. I did put the 3.5 pound connector in there, so it does have a decent trigger on it. It is not as good as that Tactical Pontoon TWP 4.5 pound trigger on there, but it's pretty decent. It's definitely nicer than what you'd get if you just put the Polymer 80 kit in there. So there's the Kraken build. Obviously, got the Kraken on top. Thought it'd be really cool to do the copper on it when the Kraken came in. I decided to try and find as much of the copper as I could, and I was able to end up sourcing everything copper on here that I wanted to. Did run a little bit more. Always does. Always runs more. But I like the Kraken. This thing is going to go in the rotation. I will carry this once in a while. Go over there and check them out at Swampfox. The sale that they're having, the end of the world sale, is going to be done by the time I post this, but they have sales throughout the year and they've usually got pretty good prices on them. Catch you guys on the next one.